Featured Girl Talk Show on radio, and we're live every Wednesday night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. where we talk about us girls. This year, I am so excited about the lineup we have for you. I'm so excited. But we want to start right. We start properly. But I'll fill you in on what we're doing next weekend. Next weekend or next 2 weeks. Next week, we don't know. But hey, so who made this law about women marrying older men? I mean, why do we always marry men who are older than us or date men who are older than us? What's wrong with dating a younger guy or marrying a younger guy? I mean, a couple of years younger or so many years younger, whatever. Isn't it just love that matters? It's like we all want to marry someone that's older, 2 years, 5 years, nowadays 10 or even 15 years. I think that's pretty cool though, but I don't know. So yeah, next week or next 2 weeks, we'll talk about that. But hey, this week we want to start the year right, and we're going to be talking about all the things that you need to know to have a good, successful, happy year. Hallelujah. You can reach us, you can connect with us on WhatsApp on 0244 340 437, 0244 340 437. WhatsApp us now. Would like to hear from you with the hashtag Strong and Sassy. You can connect with us on Twitter. So today on the show, we are starting the year, right? So I've got new, fresh guests who I've never had on the show, and I'm so excited. My guest number one. She's my sister, my friend, my senior from law school. Lovely lady. Oh, CEO of Lavish Gifts and Packages. You are whispering, they can hear you. Harriet, hello, darling.
Hi, Naa.
It's so great to have you on the show.
It's amazing to be here. I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you. You look awesome.
Thank you, darling.
And Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you. And my guest number two, a superstar guest on the show today, superstar extraordinaire, actress, celebrity, entrepreneur. She has the most amazing cooking, eating place. What do you call it? Eatery. See me see trouble. Eating place. She has the most amazing eatery in the capital. And she also has a new label.
Yes.
And we can't wait to love it and see it. Salma is my celebrity guest on the show today. Hi, Salma.
Hello, Naa.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. And how is everything that you're doing? And how are you doing all these things?
I know. It's by His grace.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. So you're an actress, you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You just came out with your Leo.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah, it's a female ready to wear clothing line.
Okay.
That it is to launch. I wanted to launch in December, but
Yeah, I've read your post.
Exactly.
On your birthday.
Yeah.
But you launch at the right time.
I still haven't launched yet.
I said you will.
I will,
launch.
of
Yeah,
course.
you will
I'm
launch
just
at
waiting for the right time. I'm
Yes.
just waiting for everything to be on point as I want it. I'm not going to rush it
Exactly.
Yes.
No pressure, no stress.
at all.
That's my theme for the new year. You can't go and come and stress me.
I beg you cannot pressure me into doing what I don't want to do.
But ladies, I'm so glad both of you are here for different reasons. And as the show goes, you all find out. So I'd like you to connect with us live now. 0244 340 437 is a number to reach us on. Today on the show, we are talking about planning for yourself and for other people in 2020. It's very common to be very reactive to things that happen in your life, and it's easy to happen if you are not intentional about the basic things and people in your life from day one. And as women, sometimes it feels like we're being pulled from all directions. If you're a woman, you have sisters, you have brothers, you have friends, you have your personal life, you have your partner relationships, you have your relationship with God, you have your body, your skin, and all these things to care for. It's very easy for you to just go with the flow and do what you can when you can. And sometimes we often get overwhelmed with all the things that we have to do and all the people that we have to care for, that we don't care for ourselves intentionally. So Today we're asking, in this new year, how can you be intentional about planning for yourself and for the people in your life? For the husband, the boyfriend, the kids, your parents, your friends, and so on, and the list is endless. How do we do this? Is it possible to do this? Be present for yourself and for the people in your life in equal measure. Is this possible? And if it is, how do you do it? We'll find out from our ladies. But let's start off with how the year started. How has the year started for you, Salma?
Honey, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the new year at all. I wish I still had a month or two.
Okay.
Yeah, to the old year.
Why?
Because I had some goals set at the beginning of 2019 that I was almost done with, but couldn't because of some few technical stuff. And then I really wish I finished with them so I could start my new year with a very fresh slate.
Okay, so you had some goals that you set at the beginning of 2019 and you were hoping for 2 extra months so you could
so I could execute.
Does it really matter that the date has changed to 2020? I mean, can you just continue with what you had to do in 2019?
For me, it means a lot to me to have achieved everything I wished for, I planned for. Continuing the new year wasn't my plan, because when I put my old new year goals on paper, I didn't plan to have them in 2020 because I also have my 2020 goals.
Wait, in 2019 you already had 2020 goals?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have 2021 goals?
Not yet. Not yet, because I'm still not done with 2019. I should be done in few, and then I can, start with my 2020.
So you are the New Year resolution kind of person. You have goals and resolutions in the beginning of the year.
I used not to be, but I am. And ever since I became that kind of person, it's been really working for me.
I see.
Yes.
Harriet, do you have a New Year resolution?
Oh, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I don't like keeping myself in a box.
Okay.
What I do is I have big goals, a lot of goals outlined, and then I give myself time to see them happen. I have mini goals to the bigger goals. So then I take my time. I have timelines, and then I take my time and then work towards those goals. So pretty much entering into the new year, I didn't set new goals. I thought it was an opportunity to assess the work that I had done towards my bigger goals, and then tweak it a little bit where I have to add on, do whatever extra things I have to do so that I can accomplish the big goals that I have set for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You also have quite a lot on your plate.
Yes.
You're a lawyer.
Yes.
You started a new business.
Right. So in 2019, I knew I wanted to start something new. I wasn't sure when. So like I said, I always have mini goals towards a bigger one. So getting to the end of the year, I was like, oh, this is the time. Okay. Lavish gifts and packages has to hit the ground running, and I had great support, so we rolled it out. You were great support as well.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I could help.
And we rolled it out, and it's been amazing so far.
Awesome.
I didn't have Christmas. I didn't celebrate all these nice shows and things that were happening. I wasn't.
You didn't go?
I couldn't attend any of them. I couldn't. But it's been great. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that the public welcomed us really well, and everything is going on pretty well so far. Yeah.
So both you ladies are both career women.
Yes.
Right. So now let's get to it. Now, first of all, if you have a wonderful New Year resolution you'd like to share, please share, because I don't have one and I'm looking for one to copy. So please, please share your New Year resolution with me. 0244 340-437 is the number to reach us on WhatsApp. 0244-340-437. I don't have a resolution. I'm looking for one that I can tap into, really, because I normally would have one, but I think over the last 2 years or so I haven't had one. I don't know why. I usually have these general goals, like money goals. I have weight goals and career goals. But last year I didn't have any, among other things because I was heavily pregnant before the year ended, and my only goal was to have my baby. Now I just you know that thing.
I think that's your priority now. That's why I don't have any goal.
Perhaps.
Yes.
But I'm trying to be a proactive woman and a very successful one at that this year. That's my goal. I want to be very successful in everything that I want to
take care of.
I tell you,
you don't
so
have
now,
that time.
I tell
believe me.
you, so now I'm looking for a resolution I can tap into, because like I said, it's very easy to see all the things that you have to do and feel that, Charlie, there's really no time to do this or to do that. So let's start from the top. Are you able to, Harriet? Are you able to plan for yourself and for people in your life? Like in the past, have you been able to do that?
Yes, you can have a tall list of things that you want to do.
Okay.
But they will remain mere wishes if you don't have an actual strategy to see them happen. And the strategy that you will develop cannot be, you cannot have like a one size fits all strategy for every aspect of your life.
Okay.
So as women, we have several commitments. We are the fulcrum of society. Everything, people depend on us, people rely on us, life happens around us. We do have goals, we do have aspirations as well. But unfortunately, we tend to be more focused on seeing other people win, our husbands, our children, our parents, etc., almost to the detriment of our own goals. And this is why it's very important that we have a plan laid out, a strategy laid out to help us succeed or achieve our goals as well. In my opinion, to be able to do this, you will need to first of all put pen to paper.
Okay.
Outline exactly what you want to do for yourself. And once you do, they're able to visualize these goals. They say that if you see it, you believe it. And I think if you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
So once you write it down, you will be able to now determine what ingredients you will need. What would you need to be able to support the achieving of these goals? And you also be able to identify who the stakeholders are in carrying out that plan. Who are those that matter? Because sometimes you make plans and you are considering people who don't matter.
Like who?
People who do people.
Okay, so let me ask you first. How do you decide? How do you decide the people who matter? Because that also helps you in the planning. How do you come to that decision?
For me, those who matter are those who are very likely to be people in your life who are likely to be affected by whatever plans you are rolling out.
Okay.
I.e., your immediate family, your close friends, your employers,
your followers on social media.
Your followers on social media, of course.
Okay.
If you are an entrepreneur or a business person, your clients.
Okay.
Yes. Once you're able to identify who the stakeholders are, you're able to formulate a plan that will help you achieve the targets that you set. You also, you know that when no man is an island, so that you cannot plan in isolation. You need to carry these people along. Right from day one, you should be carrying them along in your planning. Let me use myself as a typical example. So, I've always wanted to be a lawyer. Some years back, when I decided that, this is the time to go, it's time to go to law school, I needed to put together a realistic plan. And that included speaking to people who were already in the legal industry, lecturers, law students, what have you. Another thing I did was to also find out how they got there. What did they need to get there? So things like absolute time for your books, money, and then a strong support system.
Emphasize on the money.
I know. So once I was able to identify these things, it helped me put together an almost bulletproof plan to help me achieve that goal.
Okay.
For me, the most important was those who mattered, those I needed to carry along, and that was my family. Okay. At the time, I wasn't married then, so it was my family and my then boyfriend. Yeah. So we needed to have a conversation, needed to carry them along. They needed to understand what I was getting into, needed to appreciate it and support me no matter what, because law school can be stressful, it can get emotional, etc. And I needed them to be with me
Support
the whole
system.
time in order to succeed. You see, if I had not done that, what I was going to face was, for want of a better word, attacks to my plan. People will feel left out. People will not understand what you're doing. They feel you're not present, and they think it's on purpose.
Yeah.
When you actually cannot help it, you need to be in the library, you need to be at a tutorial. And I mean, I was working, I was doing law school full time, but at the end of the day, I still thought I didn't have enough time. But thanks be to God that I carried them all together right from the beginning. They were very understanding and supportive, and thanks be to God again, I was able to achieve my goal in becoming a lawyer.
A lawyer.
Yes.
Now, not many people are able to do this, Salma. It can be tough. I mean, Harriet, kudos to you, and we want to see your strategy, because a lot of us, we know the secret. Because, you know, if you have this grand idea and you have all these people to carry, you know, with you, and make sure that you don't leave anybody out and nobody feels left out, because sometimes you're not leaving them out but they feel left out. Carry all of them with you till the end can be really tough. Have you been able to do this in the past? I mean, you have more people pulling you from everywhere, including your fans who expect you to reply every DM. And
it's headache, and people really get offended when you don't live up to their standard, their expectations. For me, I'm a very loyal person, and I carry along with me everybody that has been there for me and everybody that is part of the crew. To be successful, you need to have a crew. You can't do everything by yourself. And to not do everything by yourself also means people pulling you from reaching your goal, because you find yourself working with people who do not understand your vision, even though you try to explain to them, open books for them to understand where you're coming from, where you want to go, how you want things to be like. And it's not everybody. It's just once in a while where you come by such people, and it's not easy to even come by them. So gradually, you're gonna have to keep firing and
kicking people out.
Inviting other people, people that can do the job, people that can live up to your demands and all of that. And then if you get such
does this apply to friends and family as well? Do you kick people out of your personal life relations?
For me, things started happening for me 2 years ago, and that happened when I started kicking people out of my life. People who didn't really matter, people who wouldn't support me.
How do you decide who doesn't matter?
When someone doesn't matter, you would see. When somebody's interested in your success, you would see. Sometimes other people are interested in your success, but then they don't have the vision that you have. And you can't stand still at one place correcting somebody over and over and over again. That means you're pulling yourself backwards. Do you understand? So when that happens, you easily have to just, no matter how the person feels or how bad it is, you just have to kick them out. And I wouldn't call it kicking out. I would just find somewhere for you to sit. You know what? You're not helping and I need this done. So you know what? Just find somewhere to talk about, like continue with my stuff. But if I end up meeting people and so far it's been on and off. I've not really had anybody I could say that I'm pulling along with me. It's always been me and me.
You sound like someone who's you've just got your eyes on the goal, and if you can't come,
that's me for you. That's me for you.
Okay, they say that the older we get, the smaller our circle gets. Do you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Is this something you plan for, Harriet?
No, you don't plan. You don't. You know, as you grow, like you rightly said, your vision, your purpose becomes clearer every day. And you're able to discern who is with you and who is against you, if any. And so you would realize that you are more goal oriented, more vision oriented. You are running towards the final mark, and for which reason you don't pay attention a lot to those who the naysayers, those who don't
The
matter.
background, yeah.
And once you're not paying attention to them, or you are not feeding their negative energy, they fall off.
Yes.
They just keep falling off. It's not as if you are sacking anybody or you're cutting anybody off literally, but like they just fall off.
They
'cause you're
just
not-
fall off. They live by
Yes,
themselves.
you're not giving them that.
You're not feeding the energy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was told that there are various stages in your life. For example, by the time you hit 30, you get a rude awakening and you see the things you want and the people you don't want. By the time you hit 40, you know exactly the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people you need in your life, and they're usually not more than 5. You keep them, everybody else goes away. Now, is it possible that as you plan for your year and the people in your life, people who don't see the goal or people who can't come with you can also have, can also play some part, in the grand scheme of things? I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. I have a text message here from one of our very ardent listeners who says not to mention her name. So she says that, hello Naa, I want to find out from your guests, is it possible that everybody that God puts in our life is there for a reason? Now, even the people who don't seem to agree with us or seem to support us might be there to provide some criticism that will be good for your general good. So I guess the message is to you, Salma. This came right after your submission on giving people somewhere to sit.
Yes, yeah.
If they don't seem to see the vision.
Personally, I have to personalize it because I can't think for other people. I don't know what that they've got in their heads and all of that. Can I listen to the question again? Sorry, it's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
Okay,
I
get it.
basically, they're asking that when God puts people in our lives, they are there for a reason. So is it possible that for people who don't even seem to see the bigger picture, they are there to provide some criticism that will help shape or direct your path?
Okay, there is this saying by God Almighty.
Hey,
that says that I had to kick you out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I know you could do it.
Okay.
God brings certain people into our lives, most of the times not to help us achieve our goals physically, but mentally.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, with our parents in our lives, I personally did not have the privilege of growing up with my family, my parents.
Oh.
I was brought up by my mother's sister, and that has really put me on my toes.
Okay.
From day one of my life.
Okay.
I know for a fact that I'm all by myself in this life, and if I don't do it, then nobody gonna do it for me. So my family, my parent, for instance, my dad, for example, I've been really pissed with him for not being part of my life right from childhood. But guess what? I grew up and I realized that, okay, if I actually lived with my parent and got everything that they were supposed to provide for me as a child, where would I have been today? I would have probably been a prodigal child, being pampered with a lot of cash, being a spoiled brat and all of that. Probably wouldn't have fought so hard to achieve what I've been able to achieve. So yes, everybody in our lives is there for a reason.
And things happen for a reason.
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you're answered.
I hope so.
I hope you're
And
answered.
to add to that, if you don't mind,
Sure.
to that, I feel like there's a purpose for everybody that comes into your life.
Mm-hmm.
And once that chapter for them in your life is ended, you literally cannot do anything about it. They would have to move on by all means. So sometimes some people feel like you've left them behind, or you feel like you've left people behind, but as a matter of fact, it's a chapter or that part of your life that has come to an end, the role that they actually have to play in your life that has come to
That
an
has ended.
Exactly.
There are friends of mine that still text me today and go like, hey Salma, into why are you into what dog give me? Hey Salma, you've not been called. Hey Salma. But you see, it's not about me. I was so focused on my goals.
Yeah.
To the point where they felt like, oh, Salma is not there anymore to go hang out with us. So, hey, Salma is on TV these days. Hey, Salma has become somebody else today. Salma is like this, Salma is like that. Like, I don't belong no more. Her class is way more than I am. She's hanging out with Naa Ashorkor, Jackie Appiah. I'm not going to call her anymore. It's not you driving them away. They are the ones that are feeling that they don't belong
They
anymore.
feel out
they
of
don't
place.
have a spot in your life anymore. And then they go away.
Wow. All right, so there you have it. Everybody in your life might be there to serve a purpose,
Yeah.
but it is possible that their purpose will come to an end.
Yeah.
And when it comes to an end,
Just
they are out
leave
of the plan. All right. 0244340437 is a number to reach us on via WhatsApp. 0244340437. We're talking about our plans for the new year and how to plan for yourself and for other people. But I'd like to know your New Year resolutions. What's your New Year resolution? 0244340437. You can also call us on 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541 is the number to call us on. My phone lines are now activated. You can call. So let's come back to the matter. Planning for yourself and for others. Let's start from planning for yourself. We have various aspects of our life, right? Harriet, if you could divide your life, your personal life, into, say, 3 parts, what would they be?
My spiritual life,
Okay.
my family life,
Okay.
and then maybe I'll tie my professional life with my social life.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, how do you plan for these 3 parts of your life and be present, so to speak, or be successful at all 3?
Like I mentioned earlier, you would have to have like a clear goal with
Path.
yes, what you actually want to do with that aspect of your life.
Do you care to share some of your plans with us, for example, for your spiritual life?
For my spiritual life, it's always been the urge to become closer to God.
Okay.
It's a very emotional journey for me, my journey with God. There are times when you wonder if he's listening at all. There are times when you are so sure he's listening. That one, you're so sure he's listening, he's really there with you. And there are times you are not. But generally, I trust that he's there to provide everything that I will need at every point in time, and for which reason I pray that he gives me the strength to keep trusting every day more and more. And so some of the things that I will do to keep my head in the game when it comes to my relationship with God will be to, of course, stay connected with him through reading your Bible as
Amen.
often as you can. Being interested in spiritual activities at your church, probably joining a group if you can, or making time to spend like quality time with God.
All right. Before you go on, Kwesi's on the line. Hello, Kwesi. Okay, I beg your pardon. Forgive me. All right, Harriet. So spend more time with God. Join a group in the church if possible, so that you can be connected.
Yes.
And then read your Bible.
Yes.
I don't remember the last time I opened my Bible. I'm not proud to say this.
Thank God he said it. I was
I'm
beginning
not proud
to feel I'm the only
proud
one.
to say this. How about you? Do you have spiritual goals?
I go to church on every 31st night at Agape Church, and what our pastor usually do is give you a sheet of paper to write down your goals, and being close to God was the first thing that I wrote. It's really a struggle these days to really be close to God, and it is one. And also what I wrote secondly was my relationship goal. Of course, I would want to get married so bad.
Okay, hold the thought. Hold the thought. Let's talk to Rita, and we'll come back to that. Hello, Rita.
Yeah, hello.
Rita, I'm sorry for holding you for so long.
No problem.
All right, do share your life.
Okay, so I think for the past 2 years I've not made any New Year resolution per se, but since 2020 starts a new decade, I decided to do a couple of them, and in doing so, I just told myself, I know others will be happy, others won't be happy, At the end of the day, you look at what you want for yourself in the next 10 years, and you can damn the others and just go ahead and do whatever you feel like doing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because you can't please everyone. That's the thing.
you can't.
Because you, in the bid to please one person, you might end up hurting the other fellow.
Yeah,
so just
that's
look at
true.
yourself. Just do what's right and what's good for your own interest. So far as it's nothing illegal, you're good to go.
Of course, definitely no illegal things here. Thank you so much, Rita, for the call. 0302 216 541 0302 216 541. That's the number to reach us on. So Salma was just telling us about her wedding bells. All right, Salma.
So getting married is actually part of my New Year resolutions, and staying focused to
Congratulations in
my
advance.
Thank you.
We can't wait. You already
wait
have someone
myself.
you already have someone you're considering?
No, I don't have anyone yet, but I'm hoping I find someone very soon.
Oh, yes, you will.
Amen to that.
He's probably listening to us right now.
Amen. Please, wherever you are, just come.
Do you have any specs?
Specs?
Yes.
Nah, please leave me right here. I don't want any troubles.
Well, he just might be listening. So on our last show, Felicity said she doesn't want a man who sits in trotro, and that became a whole issue over here. so all the men who sit in trotro know not to call her.
But even the men who sit in trotro doesn't want to sit in trotro. So why should a woman be wanting to be in trotro with a man?
Okay,
I don't understand.
so you don't want a man that sits in trotro too. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
That I'm shaking.
Don't mind me. So back to the matter.
Yeah.
So your relationship goals show.
My relationship goal. I'm hoping to
focus.
focus on my businesses, because
Okay.
being focused is also another problem these days, especially with all these, brouhaha happening around and all of that. Money matters here and there. Workers matters here and there. Yeah. And then hoping to have a very good relationship with my family was part of my New Year resolutions, and it really works for me when I have resolutions. Last year I did. It worked so much for me. I was focused. I stayed focused no matter what. It wasn't easy. I struggled a lot, and then I wanted to work on my clothing line right from January 1st. Yes, and
you have come very far.
I have from January 1st to January 8th. I'm still talking about it, but I'm almost through with it.
When I saw the picture with the lure, I was like, how is she doing? How are you doing this? It's amazing. Let me talk to Ajiman. We'll come to you. Hello, Ajiman.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Hi, good evening, sir. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well.
We are great. You're live.
Yeah, I think it's important topic that you're discussing, because when you start a year first like this and you don't know what you're going through, you end up walking through, then another year will end, then you are still there. Mine is I have to clear this marriage issue out of my life. Because
What do you mean clear this marriage issue?
I need to get married.
Oh, look at that.
I wanted to make it last year, but it looks as if the ladies deceived me. So now
sorry about that.
I need to get someone who is much ready. That within this 4 months ahead of me, I should take it up. And also, I should give myself enough time to sleep. Because I realized
sleep.
that I was on phone most of my time, and I couldn't have enough time to sleep, hence disturbing my health. So now, I will not talk too much, but I will just do. Because I can see that whenever you discuss whatever you want to do, and sometimes somewhere it's being taken up and you end up zero. So instead of discussing, I'll just keep it to me and I just work it out. Thank you.
All right, Ajiman. Thank you so much. So ladies, let's talk about like our. So this goal, it seems a lot of people have it at the beginning of the year. Body goals, working out, skincare. Ajiman just mentioned sleep and the rest. Do you ladies have any such goals?
Of course, you need to stay healthy. You need to stay fit. You need to look beautiful. I keep saying that the beginning of success starts with self-love.
Yeah.
You need to love yourself enough to want only the best for yourself, and that is when Okay, you need to love yourself to want the very best of things for yourself, and that includes taking care of your skin, your body, staying fit, and all of that. And when you stay fit, it allows you and gives you the energy to work on your goals, your actual goals, being work, your career. Now, let's say this: everybody needs a goal. You need a drawing board. You need to. Most people get confused when it comes to putting down their goals because they really don't know what their goals are, and it's really difficult as a person to not have goals in life, and to find one is really difficult. And to find one, if you're confused and don't know how to, you just need to look around yourself, what you are good at doing, what you enjoy doing, what you really want to do from childhood, what you've been wanting, realistic goals. I mean, not the ones that you know you want to be a pilot and you've never been to any aviation school for it, you know. So you need to have your goals, set them, and then now sit down and plan. You need to also put together your strategies on how to execute all these goals.
Write it down.
You need to write it down. For me, when you come to my house, I have a whole board,
A vision board.
where I wake up. I know that, okay, what do I want to do? First of all, you need to ask yourself, what do you want to do? Where do I want to be a year from now? Okay, then you start writing them down. You write them all down, and the right up to that, you go through them to see which of them you really want to tackle first. Because of course, I want to
things
open a
first.
restaurant. I want to own a clothing line. I want to look good. I want to do this.
You
I
want
want
to win
do.
an Oscar.
You understand?
All of these. Oh my
All
God.
of these. You know, like my restaurant is calling. Leo is calling. I'm on set. I need to come on Naa Ashorkor show. You need to choose one. The one you really want to focus on for now, and then you tackle that. You go underneath of whatever heading it is, it being a clothing line.
Then you do your mini goals.
Exactly, your mini goals,
all right.
and work towards.
Now
them.
you jump and took us all the way, but let's come to Harriet. You, I know, are a fitness enthusiast.
I know.
Harriet, she can run a marathon.
Really?
Nah, more than you now.
Oh me, me.
I'm so lazy when it comes to working
So,
out.
when it comes to fitness, we cannot overemphasize its importance as women. We tend to. I remember when my mom will feed all of us like really healthy, good meals, and then sometimes make sure that we've all eaten, everybody's fine, and then she'll have to eat leftovers, sometimes some that were unhealthy, late in the night, you know, and you'll be wondering why my mom will be eating. Sometimes there isn't enough left, so she probably will be eating things like Cerelac, biscuits, more stuff like that. And you'll be wondering why she'll be doing that. Like sometimes you thought she was having all the delicacies that she should have, but with hindsight, I think that it's just because maybe at the time she was a little bit more focused on us, making sure that we're fine, we're healthy, to her own detriment. So I picked a lesson from there. I need to make time for my health. I need to plan what we will eat. It should be as healthy as possible. I need to make sure that we are I'm almost always exercise as many times as possible in a week. You get it? If you come to my house, sometimes I see my husband open the fridge and he's looking for something like nice, something sweet. I don't keep some of these things in the fridge. He brought some drinks home last week. I just packed this in my car, some Fanta and Coke. I packed it. You are not going to tempt us this year. So I'm just going to give it out to some kids in the neighborhood. Yes. So I try as much as possible to take away the things that will distract me from adopting
fit.
a healthy lifestyle. If you have a gym close by all means, please sign up. If you are into home workouts like I love to do, get a jump rope. If you have a treadmill, please get on it every morning or take a walk. Now you walk a lot, and
Yeah,
that's
I do.
amazing. So walk a lot, do what the little things you can add to your life that would make it healthier and better for you. By all means, try to make time to do that for yourself.
And drink a lot of water. Let me
by all means, please do.
A lot.
Yeah. So, and how about skincare? Do you guys have any skincare plan for the year or routine? Salma, you seem like you be all about fancy routines for your skin. Do you care to share?
Funny enough, I don't even do anything to my skin.
You have
I don't
such
go
beautiful
to,
skin.
Yeah.
Both of you actually.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks to my mom taught me this thing too. Shout out to my mom. Aloe vera.
Aloe
She
vera,
grows it in
okay.
her house now. So she grows it in her house. Anytime I visit, I just get a couple, and every morning you smear, the pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smear it on your face and wait for a few minutes, and then you use warm water and some cotton rolls. Yeah, like just to, you dab it, like, should I say dabbing or
Yeah, you just rub it.
Yeah, rub
Okay.
it all over your
Yeah.
face. Yeah, it keeps your skin clear, and drink lots of water, like you said as well.
For
Yeah,
me,
it
I don't
really
do
helps.
anything at all to my skin. I just wake up in the morning
Oh, then
and
you-
just rub my
You have
moisturizer.
amazing
And I'm
Wow.
skin.
nothing at all.
I wish I could say the same. Those of us that are doing this, we don't sit up. Wow. I see. If anybody has any skincare routine to share, would love to hear it. We have about 15 minutes to go, but please do call and share. 0302-216-541 is a number to reach us on. Let me read some of your messages coming in on WhatsApp. Okay. This one here says, now my greetings to Harriet. Tell her McCosby is watching you live on Facebook. I'm a very rich man, but I love using commercial transport, especially the trotro and Okada. Most of my inspiration come from there. Cash doesn't make a person or the money. It's a character and attitude. All right, McCosby, we have heard you.
Hi, McCosby.
Thank you, McCosby. We have heard you. Okay, thank you very much. But I see, if you sit in Trotro, you know I arrive early. But anyway, and there's nothing wrong with Trotro. All right. Good evening, ladies. Mine is to do more than speaking, and also had to have enough sleeping time. That's from Joseph, texting us from Community 9. Tema 0244340437 is a number to reach us on. Harriet is a perfectionist. She always thoughtfully plans and sees her goals through. She's also a great speaker to have on your show. We have a lot to learn from her. Hashtag
wow.
strong and sassy. Thank you so much. You didn't add your name. Thank you so
I
much.
know it.
Oh, you know who it is?
I think so.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello, now I'm really enjoying your guests in the studio right now. My resolution for this year, if you really want it, perceive it, conceive it, and achieve it. And that's from Stephen from Micropong. If you really want it, perceive it, conceive it, and achieve it. Okay.
So,
All right.
it's not just a drama.
I know, right? Hello, good evening. Now, my name is Owusua from Adenta. I'm really enjoying your show. It's very educative. My resolution is to lose weight, get closer to God, be happy despite the challenges, and find a husband, or a husband should find me. I like that. Find the husband and the husband to find you. Where is this husband? All right. Okay. New Year resolution. 1, read my Bible. 2, drink lots of water. And this is a good one. 3, mind my own business. And that's from Way. Oh, hi, Way. It's great to know you're listening. I hope that one of your resolutions will be to come on our show. Thank you so much, Way, for texting her. Mind your own business. I should write that on a pillow. You know, it's so easy to get interested and swayed by what other people are doing, what they're up
Right.
to, especially with our social media pressure. So, like I said on our last show, if someone is giving you pressure, mute them. So you don't have to see what they're
Unfollow,
posting.
block them.
No, you see, when you unfollow or block, you have to have a conversation, because you're going to be like, oh, you unfollowed me, why did you block me? But you see, when you mute them, they don't know they have been muted.
Alright.
But you save your heart. You know, if you don't have the mental capacity to deal with some kind of pressure, just humbly mute them. They won't know. Okay, that's a good part. They don't know you've muted them, but you don't see them, and then no pressure, Charlie. All right. Hello, Naa. I'm so happy I'm tuned in today. I've been waiting for so long. Oh well, thank you. I'm a student of UCC, and I'm unable to tune in when I get to school. Oh, sorry about that. I love today's topic. We love you for listening. You didn't add your name, but thank you so much. We appreciate you. 0244340437 is a number to reach us on via WhatsApp. You can call us on 0302-216-541. All right. We've got 10 minutes to go. So now let me come back to you, ladies. Let's talk about mental health. Okay, like your mental state. Now, this is something we don't talk about enough, and we often make all the plans for our career and our life and our six packs, and and the boys and the men and all that. But sometimes, or we often don't plan or put in measures to ensure that in the middle of all this craziness of this life, we are still able to maintain a good and sound mental state. People do various things, for their mental health. People take up yoga. People turn off their phone at 6 p.m. every day so they don't see your messages. In fact, I know a friend who would occasionally delete all her social media apps just for her sanity. And she's not on social media for a month. And then she comes back into all the crazy, and then she goes away. Do you ladies have any such plans, for your sanity, your mental health for 2020? Harriet.
So personally, what anybody doesn't put pressure on me. Like,
okay,
people don't easily distract me,
okay,
or put undue pressure on me.
Okay.
I always want to believe that there's a story behind everybody's actions, whatever station everybody is in their life. There's a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not allow it to get to me such that it's a matter of life and death. If I don't have that same dress, if I don't attend the same school, if I don't get this or that, then that's the end of my life. No, I don't let things like that get to me. I set my goal, I'm focused on it, and I'm working at it. If you are not as strong-minded as some of us are, then you should learn to also stay away from the things that will distract you, the things that will put undue pressure on you. So like your friend does, if you feel like being on social media puts undue pressure on you, you see people going places, buying things, achieving things, and it's getting to you, it's making you feel like a failure. Don't go there. If you don't see it, it won't affect you. Don't go there. Stay away from it. If you have friends that make you feel less of a person, stay away from them. That negative vibe will do you too much harm than good. Stay away from them as much as possible. Stay in the circle of people with positive vibes, good energy, be happy, and
good
the
vibes.
world is out there for you.
Good vibes. How about you, Salma?
Focusing on the business that pays me is what keeps me away from.
Salma is about the
yes. Somewhere 2 years ago, I met this lady called Wina. She's a makeup artist, and she's also a motivational speaker. And she finished with my makeup, and she realized that I was very stressed. And she asked me, and I said, I honestly want to do something for my life, but I don't know where to start from. I don't know what to do, and all these distractions on social media, people saying what they don't know, family coming from the other side, my restaurant wasn't doing so good. I was really frustrated, and she did this to me. This is what she did. What did she even do? She did this sign that described me focusing on my goals only. She made me close one eye and then try to look at two fingers at the same time, and that exactly.
Wait,
It's
like
impossible, literally.
Yeah, like try to focus on both, but focus on one.
Okay.
Exactly. And then she explained to me, have one thing that you're interested in
At a time.
and only follow that and work on that. And ever since I tried that, applied it to my life, it's never been the same. So I never get frustrated, pressured over anything on social media by my colleague, by a family, by a friend, or anything at all. Even work doesn't even happen to me. When I close from work and get really frustrated, I get home, and then I turn my phone off. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, or you being a friend or even a work colleague, and I realize that, oh, you're doing something that would take my focus away from what I'm doing, I cut you off. I cut you off completely. You are gone forever.
Gonna.
Yeah, gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this has been very recurrent in all the things that you have said. People that aren't going to help you get to where you need to
You
get
really
to.
need to abstain from them.
They are extra luggage. You don't need to carry them with you.
You don't.
All right. Okay, well, ladies, this is all time will allow us, actually. I know 1 hour just comes by so fast.
Can you imagine? I
But-
still
but
have a lot to say.
I think in the middle of all the things that we have said, there are great pearls of wisdom, that we can carry, with us in this year. And I think the ones that I have picked for myself is definitely write out your goals. Write out your goals from you, Harriet, and a vision board helps.
Yes.
Because when you see it, it's a constant reminder of what you need to do. So even when you're slacking behind or you're lagging behind, you realize that, okay, it's time to get up, it's time to go.
Yes.
Get closer to God. Definitely drink more water. From where, mind your business
That pains you.
and keep your eye on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
said, Salma.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank
Harriet, it's been amazing having you.
Amazing being here.
Thank you so much, Salma. What can I say? And thank you, crew Salma. All of you that came with Salma. Shout outs to you. For all of you who texted, thank you so much. I see some of your messages still coming in. I'm unable to read them now. I'm sorry, and I wasn't able to pick as many calls as I would have liked. But hey, next week we're here and we're talking about this age thing. Do you like younger boys? Why can't you marry a younger man? We'll talk about this next week.
Can I be here next week?
Oh, my name is Naa Ashorkor. This show has been produced by Abeku, and Abu Selwyn has been on the social media desk, and my guests have been Harriet Dodo and Salma Mumin. Thank you, ladies. So, I beg Harriet, what's your surname nowadays?
Harriet Mensah. Mr. Mensah will beat you.
Hi, Mr. Mensah. I know you're listening to us. Special shouts to you. and forgive me. All right. Up next, Sammy Forsen is going to come on the Overdrive. Iggy is going to come on the Overdrive, bringing you the great music that you need for your evening. But in the meantime, we've got the news with Aisha. Do stay tuned.